Hey, happy Wednesday. Give me more golfers. Welcome to day 3 of the Client Growth Caddy Academy. Have a super cool topic in store for you guys today. It's actually one of my favorite digital marketing strategies. It is a little bit more advanced, so just bear with me. We're going to be diving into this quite a bit more over the next few weeks and ultimately going to continue producing resources as you guys need it. So, hang on tight. Make sure that you're listening in a quiet spot, taking notes, as well as firing away with questions. I'll be monitoring the Facebook chat here to make sure that I can address anything live while we're on this training. Otherwise, I will obviously address any questions that you guys have if you're catching the replay. So, if you're live with me right now, go ahead, comment live. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And then if you're catching the replay, comment replay. I'll make sure to reach out with you with some of the resources that we'll show you today. And in terms of getting started, just want to do a quick recap here before we go into all the things data. So over the last couple of days, we've really focused on some of the key concepts, not only with marketing, but being a business owner, and really starting to touch on what that looks like from being your best self to producing your best marketing to producing your best sales conversions, and ultimately just being a world-class person, business owner, and server for your community. So day 1, we really wanted to discuss techniques such as establishing those non-negotiables, the importance of showing up as your best self, and how that really reciprocates and radiates into everything that you're doing with your clients when your clients are away. All of the cool systems that are in place, or that will be in place if we continue to work together, that will allow you to present not only in person but also when you're away from your clients, keeping them engaged, showing them that you are the go-to person for golf instruction, for golf lessons, for anything golf. So that was what Monday was about. We also dove into, in addition to non-negotiables, I'd actually like to hear from you guys. If you guys were able to take some time, create some of those non-negotiables, please throw them in the comments. If you feel comfortable, maybe just one or two. I'll give away again mine. Most days, I should say 80% of the time, I'm trying to journal. I'm trying to get physical outside or in the gym. I'm trying to get after some nature, and I'm trying to communicate with family. So those are the 4 that really come to mind. And then, also reading. So a 5th one there. So if you feel comfortable, share 1 or 2 or all 4 or 5 of those non-negotiables with us, and ready to hear how you guys are becoming your best selves day in and day out. So in addition to non-negotiables, we also focused on what your core value should be, doing the exercise about the 5 people on the island. The rest of the world is completely destroyed. You only have 5 people to live with and survive. What do those people embody in terms of their core values? So again, really taking some time. I don't expect any of you guys to have this done quite yet. If you do, fantastic. But take some time, really think about it, and figure out why you selected those 5 people. So again, how to do that: list out the 10 key characteristics that you like in that person, and then see the similarities, and ideally those will become your core values. As you know, we all know that you are a product of the 5 people that you surround yourself most with. So non-negotiables, core values, and then we also did a little bit of an introduction to SWOT analysis and marketing principles. So if nobody has their SWOT analysis done, against strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, totally okay. A lot of what we're going to optimize with that is coming from the data and the strategies that we'll highlight today. So if you don't know where to start, just write it down: 4 quadrants: strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and just start putting some stuff down. And then as you know, we start getting into those 4 P's of the marketing, again, that we touched on. So product, place, price, promotion. As we start diving into those and start using our 9-letter word for test, which is marketing. So once we get into all of that, that's where we're really going to start to see where we can optimize, where we can really focus our efforts so that we are utilizing our time in the most effective way, increasing our conversions, relating to our audience, and ultimately growing as quickly and smoothly as possible with what our audience and what that market wants to see. So getting into that a little bit here now. First, want to kind of revisit those 4 P's. So today is really going to be about place. So what I mean by place is, where are you advertising? So we talked about the different marketing channels and the different types of leads yesterday. If you missed yesterday's training, really, really great scope of where you can attract new leads, what those different leads should look like, and what you should expect in terms of likability, trust, and conversions, depending on what channel you're going into. So again, we talked about how referrals are much different than Facebook ads, and Google and website also has a little bit different of an intent lead. So again, going through the 4Ps today, we are really going to dive into data-driven decisions and primarily focusing on the P that is place. So in terms of place, let's get diving in. So day 3, all about making data-driven decisions, and really one of the most important factors to this is having some sort of organizational tool. So I highly, highly recommend, I don't even think that you can do business without a CRM or not do it effectively. Data is the new gold. So what a CRM does is it allows you to capture that data, whether we're doing live events and people are, entering their information in on a quick landing page or a QR code, or even if they're filling it out by hand. We want to capture all of that and input it into our CRM. It's much nicer when we have a digital funnel because it automatically gets imported, as opposed to you having to type in, or your admin or whoever it is having to type in that stuff. So I'm always on the side of, let's make it digital. Our audience with golfers, for the most part, understands how to scan a QR code. With a little bit of coaching, it's totally easy to get them on board, saving you a little bit of extra time without having to do all that data entry. So why is collecting data and making data-driven decisions important? Again, an intermediate to advanced topic. So if you feel a little bit overwhelmed here, ask as many questions as possible, but it's totally normal to feel a little bit overwhelmed. This is a little bit deeper dive into the marketing principles and how to really, again, optimize your resources. So your time, your money, your efforts, your stresses, all of those things are able to be controlled and able to be really dialed in when we have a CRM system that is doing what it's meant to do. So what does that look like? And again, if you're unfamiliar with what a CRM is, it is a customer or a client relationship management tool. And in addition to being able to digitally collect data, meaning name, address, phone number, even birth dates for clients, tons of different things that we can collect, but mainly name, address, phone number. In addition to getting that imported, we're also able to use the CRM for our funnels, for automations, which is, again, is one of my favorite topics that we'll dive into once we get into a little bit more implementation next week. But everything from communication, email, like I said, automations, there's so many tools that I could spend probably an entire week just diving into what a CRM is all capable of. So today, we're only going to focus on what happens when we collect somebody's data and what are the most efficient and effective ways to utilize that. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and try to share my screen here. What's up, Sheila? And absolutely, I recommend a CRM. What I've always built on, what I find most effective is actually go high level. So if you're interested at all in learning more about how high level or how a CRM works, check out YouTube. They have a ton of good trainings, give you a little bit of introduction, but from there, definitely going to help you dive through it so that it's more related to you and your industry with inside golf business and instructing. So go high level is what I like to use, Sheila. All right, let's see if I can get this screen share going. One second here. Bear with me. All right, it's looking like I am going to have to end this live, but I will be right back with the screen popped up. Apologies, but see you in just a second.